over 100 people in attendance at Mayor Fulop's town hall meeting at St. Lutheran's Church in Jersey City Heights. He answered questions on casinos, his interest in possibly joining the gubernatorial race, street cleaning, and his possible bias to downtown and other areas outside of Jersey City Heights regarding town improvements. He first handed out the North District public safety data comparing crime rates in Jersey City and the North District from 2013 to 2015. Mayor Fulop also included the Heights park improvements and development updates. Fulop took on challenging questions by the public, of which a few were on the topic of casinos.
In November, the only thing that has been approved, by Trenton is the ability for all of you to vote on it. But despite my view of it, if the people of Jersey City reject it, it's dead on arrival. I will never push that on you. I work for you ultimately.
Fulop also continued to provide his reasons to support the idea of casinos.
It is next to Liberty National Park, Liberty National Golf Course, next to between the industrial area and the course, in an area that's already zoned for two 30-story towers. The proposals say initially that it would be a $1 billion minimum, $1 billion investment into Jersey City by law. That is a significant amount of money. You're not talking about slots in a box. You are talking about a venue that would be a world-class destination type of venue for $1 billion where non-gaming, so non-casino activity revenue is equal or greater than casino activity. Third, it's 5,000 jobs.
Also on the topic of casinos was a questionable report by Radio News that if Jersey City builds a casino, it will have to pay Atlantic City $250 million over 50 years.
The legislation that was proposed in Trenton basically said, this in a nutshell, that the dollars, depending on how much revenue comes into the state of New Jersey would pay from all of the different casinos half, equivalent of $200 million, to Atlantic City. It doesn't come out of revenue that would be to Jersey City. There is additional component in that legislation as far as what Jersey City would get.
Another question that did receive a loud applause was asking why Mayor Fulop treats the Heights differently than downtown or other areas of Jersey City.
If you do not believe us, let's just take a second. If you do not believe us on where our priorities lie and where we are investing resources in, all you need to do is look at our budget. If you don't believe me, look at our budget. Look at where we are directing resources on parks, where we are directing resources on infrastructure, and that should give you a picture ultimately on what the city is trying to incentivize originally. That rhetoric of always pitting one area of the city against another area of the city is tremendously counterproductive for everybody in the city.
The mayor also addressed the rumors of his plan to run for governor and defended his intentions of moving the elections to November.
Good questions. I'm not a declared candidate for governor. I am not today actively running for governor. I look at it like this, and I'm pretty upfront. They asked me this in the Ward E meeting, and then I'll talk about this changing of elections ultimately as well, because that goes into this question and some of the political nonsense as well that goes on. So I look at it like every day, this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to be the mayor of Jersey City. I love this job. Every single day I am thankful for the opportunity that you gave me. I think Jersey City has done a lot of good things in the last 2.5 years. Some of that I could take credit for, some of it is because of you can take credit for, and some of it is because of previous administrations can take credit for. All of the above. That said, that has allowed me or other people to use me as entering into that gubernatorial race. It is a flattering thing, ultimately. I tell you that if my career was to end as the mayor of Jersey City, I'd be happy. I'd be totally happy. I do love this job, ultimately. Do I explore it? Do I actively build relationships? Yes, I'd be lying to you if I said otherwise. I do. But at the same time, I'm not saying to you that I'm clamoring to leave, because that wouldn't be true. This will be a decision that is made ultimately in December of this year. On the moving of the election, people politically would like to say you're moving the election to give yourself a fallback plan. Couldn't be further from the truth. But in 2010, you could Google it, the track record is as clear can be. I said at that time the same exact thing I am saying right now. Number one, It saves money, whether it's $500,000 or $700,000 or $400,000, it saves money. Number two is that it increases voter participation. There's no disputing that either. People are programmed to come out in November. It is very hard to come out in May. All these people, right, that say, hey, May election, I always believe that the challengers have a better opportunity in November. I believe that in 2010 when I was on the outside, I believe it today. Why is it? Because people are coming out in November anyway. You don't need to spend as much money, as much resources. If you want more people involved in an election with an opportunity to win, you want a November election.
From Jersey City Heights, I'm Jeanette Jozu, Hudson County View, the eye of the community.